Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Crypto Logic Podcast. My name is Mike. This is your co-host, John. And the goal on our channel is to create generational wealth through logic and understanding. So if that's something you think you're interested in, definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video if you found something helpful.
Those glasses got you feeling some
I'm feeling a little
jive.
Yeah, a little jazzy like I feel. I don't know why. But that being said, let's dive into the show.
Look at his shades. Look at his shades. Red vision.
Yeah, man, I feel pretty good. Do you guys like these shades, or should I just wear the regular glasses I always wear? I don't know. You guys let me know. I kind of enjoyed them. I have tons of different colors over there, but I thought it was pretty cool. But in some major news today, the debt ceiling got raised. So we got to talk about that.
The debt ceiling got raised, kicking the can down the road again. More fake money again. More fake money.
Yeah.
Inflation. It's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing. It's really not.
But they don't care. The U.S. was going to default on the debt that it owes.
Well,
everyone knew it was going to come.
I didn't think that was going to happen, though.
Everyone knew that they were going to raise the debt.
I knew they had to.
But you see that they raised it just till middle of December, so then they're probably going to raise it again if they do. They're just kicking the can down the road, and it's more fake money. Which, as we talking later in the show, it's like giving, in a sense, some people think that it's giving crypto life, and then some people obviously know that it's giving the stock market life, because the stock market is pumped with fake money right now.
Yeah,
and the elites know that. So whenever they pull their money, when everything's about to come in, like basically the job reports came in too, it's under their prediction. So the job report is under the prediction of what they expected. So not many people are getting jobs right now. So a lot of things are the little thing is getting about to break, and then we don't know what's gonna happen. Like, is all the money gonna flow from the stock market into crypto, and is that what's gonna pump the price up? Because that's what usually happens. They usually go to gold and silver and real estate, like goes into assets. Right. And crypto is a new asset. It's a digital asset.
Yep.
So people are predicting that it's going to go into crypto, but then a lot of people are saying that, well, a lot of the crypto space is like hype right now because of all this inflation. So people are buying into crypto. It's like one of the same. Right. But we don't know what's going to happen now that crypto is somewhat a little bit more mainstream than it's ever been before.
Yeah.
How the stock market crash is going to correlate to crypto.
It's gonna be interesting.
Is it gonna make crypto blow up, or is crypto also gonna
tank?
We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you look at it in the sense of, if they pull their money out of the stock market, they have to put it somewhere.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I feel like some of them will go into crypto, but some of them are just not, because it's baby boomers. If you really think about it,
that's why they need the regulation. That's why they need these ETFs. That's what Kevin Leary says. Is like, they're not these rich people who say we're like, I'm speaking as them. They're not, they don't use Coinbase wallet. They don't use the mobile app to buy their crypto. It's too much money. And they do their investments by percentages. We do it by, most of us do it by, I want to put $1,000. I want to put, no, they're doing like, okay, I have $1 billion in stock market. I want to allocate 10% of that, whatever 10% of what this is, it's 100 million, whatever, is going to go into crypto. They do it by percentages. So they have 50 billion, 54 million, 55 million. They're like, okay, I want 5% of this into crypto. Like, that number is probably going to increase, but they're not going to know how to do all these wallet stuff,
exchanges, different wallets.
That's why the SEC and all that and the government, I don't know if they're working hand in hand, but they need this infrastructure built so they can safely put their money where it needs to go in regards of crypto. And then the ETFs allows them for them to say, oh, so Solana is safe. The Grayscale adding Solana. Oh, Solana's safe. Okay. Chainlink is safe. Okay. Those are the cryptos they're going to go out there. Follow those type of cryptos where, this trust fund or this venture capital investment firm just added this to their portfolio.
Yeah, it makes you
those are guaranteed pretty much safe.
It makes you feel a lot. It makes you feel a lot safer, though.
Right?
You know, I mean, at least to me. I don't speak for anyone else, but when I see a big corporation or a venture capitalist company, they got billions and billions of dollars, they didn't get that way by investing into risky projects. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes, granted, they did take some risks.
Startups and stuff.
But they're not,
Like FTX.
they're established already. What's the point of taking the risk?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how I think. That's in my mind. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's how I think. You know?
As we get on later in the show, there's gonna be, like I've been saying, there's just like how there's blue chip stocks, there's blue chip cryptos that
Facts.
will stand the test of time, will survive through the bear market, will, you know what I mean, won't drop 70-80%. They'll just hold firm. They'll drop a little bit, but they'll hold firm.
I can get behind that. That's something I can get behind.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that. A lot of people, a lot of influencers especially are basically saying that this bear market is going to be like brutal. But I mean, I don't know. Like,
it won't last as long either.
We'll see. Only time will really tell.
They've been drooling. They're salivating for this. They're waiting for this. This kicking the can down the road buys them more time for them to build the infrastructure to then allow them to safely put their money into these assets. So think of all the movies you've seen where something bad is happening to the planet or world or something, an island, a city, and who gets to get on the ship first? Who gets the VIP tickets to get on the ship first? The rich people.
The rich people.
So that's what they're doing right now. They're building the boats, they're building the planes or whatever it is, and then they're gonna build it for us, and they're gonna be able to get a fast track pass into those cryptos.
Facts.
We're in a sense sneaking on right now. Yeah. We're able to sneak on.
We're the ones that didn't buy the ticket and we're climbing up the ladder on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and these rich elite people, they know something's coming.
Hey guys, come on.
They know something's coming. They're getting the ship and everything built behind the scenes, and then once it's ready to go, they're putting all their money from once out here. Yeah, they're basically getting on the ship. There's so many movies that showcase that.
It's a pretty interesting analogy, but it really does make sense if you think about it.
Yep.
All right, guys, let's move into the markets of the day. Here we go. Damn, why did my voice go kind of high like that? The total crypto market cap of the entire crypto space, man, is sitting at 2.32 trillion. Damn, that's a nice number. I like that. Can't wait to see it over 5 trillion, 10 trillion.
7, 8
Looking
trillion.
pretty good, man. We're up almost 2% on the day, guys.
10 trillion.
2% on the day. Let's see what Bitcoin doing. Bitcoin's sitting at 54,000. It's been sitting at 54,000 for a whole day.
I think it's about to blow up,
couple
bro.
Days. It's when Bitcoin just kind of trades sideways.
Look at ETH.
I feel like, okay, so let me kind of try and explain this how it sounds in my head to make it make sense coming out of my mouth. So when Bitcoin trades sideways, a lot of the altcoins tend to pump, kind of not like super major, but like they pump when Bitcoin trades sideways, and when Bitcoin goes parabolic, then I feel like they're gonna follow after that. I mean, we've seen the meme coins kind of pump the other day,
but that's the catalyst. Whenever Bitcoin pumps, it happened recently when Bitcoin pumps, and then the meme coins pump, and then what comes after that? The altcoins.
The altcoins, the utility altcoins, comes next. So, it's gonna be interesting to see, man. I've been drinking the Kool-Aid, saying that Bitcoin's gonna go to 65, 70,000,
break all-time highs.
Break all-time highs. So. Y'all forgive me if I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, you know what I'm saying? Some people saying it's going to happen this month. Some people say next month. You never know.
There's so many things that can set off this. Watch. XRP settlement. Boom.
Yep.
Ripple settlement. Boom. Elon Musk says, hey, I'm accepting Bitcoin again. Boom.
Yep.
Bitcoin's green enough. Okay, I accept it now. Boom. And then
companies getting the rights to use ETFs.
Exactly, that as well.
Allow for
that got delayed another 45 days.
Yep.
Boom. Like there's so many things that can happen back to back that can make Bitcoin hit the 80,000 and above, and then Ethereum hitting 5, 6, 7,000, and Cardano hitting $4, $5, $6. You know what I mean? Binance going back to $700, $600.
I forgot Binance was at $700.
Oh man, when that happens, please have a plan. That's all I'm gonna say. Please know what you're doing. It's not gonna go up forever. It's just not gonna go up for 6 months straight. Like it's gonna go up maybe 2, 3, 4 days, at most a week. And then it's gonna drop back down and consolidate, and then maybe pump again. But eventually, something's gonna happen. The debt ceiling won't get raised, or we don't know what's gonna happen, and it's gonna
tank. You're gonna be sliding back on the back end and be going.
So on the way up,
what the hell?
On the way up, secure your profits. And then wait and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean,
this isn't the real run. This is not the real run. This is not the end all be all prices where everything gets to that point, and then everything's less volatile, and then like XRP hits like $15, $20, I don't know, right? $10,
Right.
and it's chilling at like $8 to $10. The volatility is not like, Ethereum doesn't dip down anymore. It's just
Right.
Ethereum 2.0 comes out. It's like at 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. It doesn't dip all the way back down anymore. It just over time it grows. It doesn't grow within a week anymore. Just like the real stock market, it takes months and years for it to continue to rise.
Exactly. I feel like a lot of people are afraid to take profits because they don't want to pay the taxes, or they don't know how to pay the taxes. But honestly, guys, it's one of those things where it's like, would you rather pay a little bit of taxes and secure, like, I don't know, 100,000, 50,000, 200,000, whatever the number is for you, rather than see your portfolio hit 200,000 and then it slide all the way back down to 2,000?
Be grateful you're in the opportunity to have to worry about paying taxes.
Exactly.
Most people don't even have to worry about that.
That's the thing, man. It's like people.
I wouldn't
people
mind paying
fail to realize that.
3,000 out of my 10,000.
Exactly.
Right?
Nah, I won't be that high, but I feel you.
I'm just throwing random numbers.
Right. I feel you. Yeah, man. Ethereum's doing pretty good. It looks like it's about to head towards that 4,000. I'm sure it has some resistance.
I love when Ethereum does this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sneaky. It's been, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Ethereum is very sneaky. Like, it'll be at like 2,800 for like a week, and then the next thing you look at, whoa, what's at 3,400? Now it's at literally 3,600.
Yeah.
We've seen it before, but it's just literally just sneaky. Just at 36, 37.
Doing
Tomorrow
pretty good.
maybe about 39 or something.
Hopefully, I think the resistance is sitting at 38 right now. Bouncing back up off resistance and then kind of consolidating and then kind of shoot up once Bitcoin does its thing. Cardano is still going up. We talked about it yesterday. I think it was like at $2.21 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Cardano is gonna be good, man. I'm not too much worried about Cardano. I know a lot of people are freaking out, basically saying like, all right, well, now they got smart contracts, but it's still not doing anything. But there's a lot of stuff coming for Cardano, guys. You just got to be patient. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be patient.
I hope Cardano, just waiting.
Yeah, just wait. I mean, you've been waiting this long. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens when we're in the full bull run to see where Cardano goes. And then all the haters and all the people that says Cardano's not doing anything, we'll see what you're going to be saying on Twitter when it does start to go parabolic. Are you going to change your mind and be like, oh, it wasn't doing nothing before, dog, but hey, it's doing something now? It's like, nah, you can't be wishy-washy, fam. You stick to your guns. Have that same energy. You know what I'm saying? We never really talk about Binance, but I mean, it'll be cool to have Binance go back up to 700. There's a lot of games actually on Binance that I didn't know about. So I mean, good for Binance, I guess. We never talk about Tether, even though, which is kind of weird. Like, why is USDT literally the only one that's up there as far as like a stable coin goes?
USDC's right there.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but
Top
look.
10.
USDT, I feel like never fluctuates under $1. USDC fluctuates a little bit.
Yeah.
And DAI does kind of as well, though. So that's interesting. XRP sitting at $1.07. It's probably going to teeter between $1.06 and $1.08. Probably when we do the market gainers and losers, it'll probably be back up to 108. So XRP is kind of consolidating. Solana is actually up from when we talked about it yesterday. I believe it was at 155.
Yeah, 153, 154.
Yeah, something like that. So it's up to 166. So good for Solana. Solana's one of those things that if you missed out on the boat and bought Solana way cheap, I feel like you're not really super late. I mean,
blue chip.
I feel like you could still buy it. Like, I would buy it in the bear market. I wouldn't technically buy it now.
Yeah, that's what we were saying about Quant. Like, if you don't already own Quant, maybe your
wait.
portfolio is going to be too reliant on Quant if you don't have thousands of dollars. If you only have like a couple hundred or 1,000 or something like that,
it doesn't make sense.
It's going to rely too much on Quant's success. That's what we're saying. Like, that's not, like, come on, if you got to be a smart crypto investor here, you don't want to invest into one thing and bank on it to hit $10,000 when you can, and then you see all these other things rising, and you could take your profits to reinvest back into it more. Like I'm not saying don't buy Quant. I'm just saying, like, most people, like, if I recommend, if they're like, hey, I only have like $1,000, I'm like, all right, get like one Quant. Don't put your whole $1,000 into there. And
exactly.
And then people hate on you and they say like, oh, it's gonna hit 10,000. You're dumb. You're gonna get like 20. I'm like, it's not gonna do that right now. It's just not gonna do that right now. Like, it's going to happen. A lot of these cryptos are gonna blow up. A lot of them are gonna get obliterated.
That's true.
Most of them are gonna get obliterated.
That's
so what does
true.
that mean? Whatever's left is gonna get all that money.
Facts. I mean,
It makes sense. It's just
it's one of those
don't
things where it's
bank
like
on one crypto your whole
you're
life.
darned if you do and you're darned if you don't. Like, you know, with us being influencers, I know we don't like to use that word, but let's face it, we're influencers, right? People listen to our, you know, our logic and understanding. So when we say stuff like, you know, it wouldn't be wise to get into quant like
Just
at this point.
entertainment purposes, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. But you just kind of have to think about it that way, guys. It's not like we're trying to make you lose money or we're anything like that.
It's what we would do if we were not in the crypto right now.
I mean, you guys know me and John are best friends, and we talk like, you know, just regular. We talk how we talk in real life. So we're talking to you guys as we would talk to somebody that we're standing right next to. Like, look, bro, Quant has had his run up already. I don't.
Yeah,
you know,
some people laughed at us for saying that it had his run up already. Like, I'm like,
did.
so you're saying that Quant didn't price appreciate. That's what you're saying. Somebody laughed. It's like, oh, keep smoking what you're smoking because Quant had his run up.
I see
and
that
I was
guy.
just like, so you're saying when Quant was $1.80 last year, and now it's at what you would call it,
Probably
$400, $300.
Yeah.
That's not a run up. Ethereum being $200 last year to $4,000 this year is not a run up. Like, we get it. Solana had a run up. A run up means price appreciation. Quant had its run up. It went up $1.80 to 400 all time high, pretty much. I believe so, in a year.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Do you do that again? Quant will be at like 4K. Like,
Yeah.
I know Quant will get there, but like for right now, if you're trying to get in right now into crypto, you're just gonna buy Quant and just hold it for who knows how long, which is fine. But then it's like, hey, we're talking about people that like you want to diversify a little bit. Buy one Quant that you won't miss out. Then whatever's left, you can buy some Solana, you can buy some Morpheus, you can buy some VXV, you can buy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can have a little bit of a nice juicy portfolio. Instead of putting $1,000 in the Quant, just sitting there, now you're just not in the crypto. You're not in the crypto at that point. You're just sitting there waiting on one crypto, just looking at one. Like, come on.
I feel like the people that are
Come
going
on
to
now.
invest in it and then it doesn't do what they expected it to do, then it's gonna turn their mind into negativity.
Yeah. Well, no, Quant won't disappoint people. I mean, I don't think it won't. It's just
not
just
in that
watching
sense,
one
though.
crypto. Like,
But like,
come
think
on.
about it. So say Quant by the bull run, right? Quant gets to $800 or $1,000, right? Bear market comes, it retraces back down to
Like 220,
250, something like that. If they bought the top, bro, and it dips down all the way to $200, they're gonna feel some type of way. That's just
That's how people feel about
they're
VXV
gonna
buying
feel
at
some
like
type of way,
$13
bro.
and it hit at $10. People were freaking out.
I don't know.
And then I said, well, you're not really losing if you bought it under $3. And he's like, this guy made a joke back. He's like, oh, it's like VXV hitting $100 and it goes to 101 and you bought at $1. It's like, oh, it still didn't lose. And I said, yeah, I would have secured profits by $100.
Exactly.
You dummy. Him saying that means that he was holding the whole time. I'm like, yeah, I would have sold some at 50. I would have sold some at 75 and I would have sold some at 100, so I wouldn't care.
I mean, look, I get the point of diamond hands, right? I'm not saying be a paper hands, bro. But at some point, you have to realize these are real gains, bro. These are real gains, and
It's not real until you sell.
well, you need to secure your profits.
Sell, take profits.
You need to secure your profits, and that's one of the mindsets that I didn't have in the beginning. This is more of a recent thing that I started as I start to listen to other influencers, start to listen to people that have more knowledge than me. I'm like, yeah, they're right, dude. If I amass $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 within this bull run, it would be foolish of me not to take something off the table. If I'm just sitting there saying, oh yeah, dog, I'm diamond handed forever. I'm diamond handed until it does whatever. And then I come sliding on the back end, my 500,000 turns into $5,000. I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be sick. Cause think about it. Imagine, just look at this, a deep dive scenario. And I'm sorry for going on a rant, but just hear me out, right?
It's the glasses.
It goes up to 500,000. I slide all the way back down to $5,000, right? The cryptos that I've been invested in, say maybe some of them were meme coins, right? And regulation happens and they get wiped away. Now, I'll never ever be able to amass that amount of money again because the cryptos that I invested in were not good ones, and they got
Well, there's people
taken away.
that held in the bear market during that they held before the crash in 2017, 2018. They're holding it. And Bear Bull said this. He said that there's a lot of cryptos that he was holding that broke all-time highs, kept going. He had a great price appreciation, and he didn't take profits because he loved the project. He's like, I'm gonna keep holding them. And then, which is what I was trying to do this bull run. And then he was like, I'm gonna keep holding them, and he didn't take his profits. And then they dipped back down, and they still haven't hit back their all-time highs to this day.
Damn.
And he's still holding them.
See what I mean?
And he's like, I should have just took some profits. And he's like, I don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't know when, but I should secure some profits, because those profits that he took would have made him 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe up to 10x more money, because it's just basically like almost you're making your money work for you at that point. You're taking profits, it's free money, your profits, and you're buying into more crypto. We're not saying take your profits and go buy stuff in the real world and
buy
a
Lambos,
PS5.
buy Lambos.
Buy a PS5 is just gonna be a liability. No, you take that profit and you reinvest into new projects. So imagine someone investing into Solana and blowing up, and then taking some profits and buying Morpheus a while back, and then Morpheus doubled. Like, you would have doubled your money just like that in like 3 days. Then you flip it out, take the profits out, do it again. You just keep doing it again, and you do it again, and you never have to work again.
Dude, on Twitter, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say about it before we move on. On Twitter, this guy called me an idiot. He was like, bro, you're a hater and you're an idiot. SHIB is gonna go to the moon, and if it just hits a cent, I'm gonna be multi-millionaire, and the first thing I'm gonna do is buy a Lambo. I was like, well, that's the problem right there. The first thing you're gonna do is buy a liability? What are you gonna do with that liability? What is that gonna do for you?
Whatever.
Yeah,
Go down. Polka dots. I love polka dot. SHIB.
Yeah, polka dot's pretty good.
SHIB took a little
dude,
dip.
SHIB's not even up here anymore.
Dipped.
Where's it at? Holy cow! Damn,
We told you guys.
all
I
the way
don't even
down.
don't even get in. We don't even want to get in a rant on that. But
I don't.
we said, I hope people took their profits, because that's boom,
240%.
It went parabolic the other way.
Damn. I feel like I feel like it might gain another zero again. That's just, I don't know, dude. It might.
That crypto is just so stupid.
Oh God.
And literally, you're buying it, you're watching. That's like watching a horse win, and then it tripping and falling off the finish line, and then
and it gets passed up.
Yeah.
By the other.
Or a NASCAR. You're watching a NASCAR and the car crashes into the wall, or a tire blows out. That's what it is. That's what watching SHIB is like. Investing in SHIB is that.
Oh,
you're watching
God.
a NASCAR game.
Oof. That's crazy.
NASCAR race.
Avalanche is one of those that I wanna get into as well, man. Avalanche is gonna have some cool things. I like Avalanche. I like what they're doing.
Yeah.
Luna is really one that I want to look into as well. Their ecosystem it seems to be pretty good. So I might be looking into Luna as well. I'm not getting into Dogecoin. I don't too much care for Dogecoin at this point.
Dogecoin got us started. Dogecoin did its job for a lot of people. Dogecoin was like so cheap.
So?
It was under a penny, and then it made a lot of people money, made us money, and then we jumped from, like, we didn't jump, but like Dogecoin gave us that, oh man,
that initial,
that's just a useless coin. And we realized that allowed us to look into the crypto market and see what these cryptos their missions are. And like, yeah, this is where the world is heading. This is where the world is heading.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm jumping on the Dogecoin wave again.
No, ever. No, I'm done.
I'm kind of done with it. You know, it did its job, and I appreciate it. I'm not gonna. What is that saying? Spite your face. It's like, I don't know what it is, but I'm not getting into Dogecoin. But Polkadot, on the other hand, I really like Polkadot, man. I'm definitely gonna be looking into Polkadot a lot more, especially about the ecosystem and things of that nature. So, whew, that was a mouthful. I apologize. Let's move on, guys.
Yeah, just skip over his part. I'm just kidding.
Let's move on to
just skip over his rant.
The first news article of the day, man. So this Indian TikToker challenge raises $19 million in a launch of a social token that's going to be on Solana. He said, what Axie Infinity did for gaming, we want to do for social media. Now I'm going to butcher your name, so I apologize. Chingarai, co-founder and CEO, Sumit
Chingari.
Chingari?
Yeah, Sumit
Ghost. Indian short video sharing platform Chingari is preparing to launch its own blockchain. Okay. Own blockchain network and social token. Chingari has completed a $19 million funding round to launch its mainnet and conduct a token sale for its Solana-based Gari token in November, the firm announced on Friday. Co-lead and major blockchain investors such as Republic Crypto and Mike Novogratz investment firm Galaxy Digital.
Oh, Mike Novogratz loves Bitcoin, though. That's suspicious.
That's interesting. The new rise includes over 30 venture funds and individual investors.
That's what we talk about.
Sam Bankman-Fried,
Venture funds.
Frieds, I don't know. Alameda's Research, Solana Capital, and Kraken Crypto Exchange.
A lot of these crypto investment firms, they name their firms after tokens they like. Like there's XRP one, and then there's Solana Capital. They name their capital firm after these cryptos that they like. It's pretty interesting. There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot. These billionaires and millionaires. There's a lot of them.
You know, like if I were just to like see this as a regular person not into crypto, I wouldn't think anything of it. Like, oh, this guy is just building something, and he raised $19 million. But being into crypto, knowing that 30 venture capital funds are currently invested in, making that $19 million, it just seems like
this thing said because India
it might be something big.
India banned TikTok earlier this year.
Yep.
Number of firms, including Chingari, have tried to fill the void for short video sharing apps in the subcontinent following the ban. They might ban this later too. Who knows?
Well, I mean, if they're compliant to India's regulations, I don't think they'll get banned. I think they're trying to build their own platform so they don't have to worry about that.
TikTok's getting into crypto, and so is Twitter. So a lot of social media platforms are getting into crypto, and obviously Facebook which is Instagram. They have their own token. DM, which was formerly Libra, it might be backwards. No, it was formerly Libra. They're gonna now launch their own token, so you can buy stuff on Facebook using their token. And then the government's like, whoa, are you trying to replace our dollar here? You have a lot of people on that use your platform that won't be using our money anymore. So no. Exactly. And now they're DM and they're doing DM. They're trying to do the metaverse. I mean, these social media platforms are getting into crypto.
It's gonna be interesting, man. This really is. But I think this is really cool. Like if you're able to get in on this, maybe when it comes out, I don't know, probably 2022 or something like that when they start talking about it. But I mean, it might be something, and it's gonna be on Solana. So obviously,
Indian TikTok challenger. So this thing's gonna challenge TikTok.
Yeah, but I mean, what's it gonna be for India though? I don't know if it's gonna be the whole world.
It could. It's gonna start in India.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, TikTok is what, Chinese?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be, man. I don't know. We'll see. All right, now on to some other news about the SEC, man. Apparently, we talked about the ETFs and it getting pushed back 45 days. But now apparently the SEC approves Volt Equity ETFs providing providing exposure to Bitcoin-centric companies. So if you really read this article, it basically says that the SEC approved the ETF for them to know what companies are actually having the most invested in Bitcoin. Those are the ones that are going to be
going to be using Bitcoin.
Yeah, they're going to be using the platforms where you can invest in the Bitcoin without having to physically invest in the Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So this is pretty good, I guess. Yeah. This is the first step. This is breaking the chains, basically.
So the new ETF will appear as the New York Stock Exchange listing under the symbol BTCR. So you're basically investing into this ETF this ETF is tracking other firms and companies that are going to be using Bitcoin, that hold a majority of their net assets in Bitcoin, or they derive a majority of their earnings from Bitcoin mining, lending, or transacting in Bitcoin as well. So it's just any company that works to get Bitcoin, works to hold Bitcoin, anything to do with Bitcoin in itself. So it's a good start because it's like allowing these companies and institutions to invest into something that's letting them see what's going on. Hey, these companies are actually like looking into Bitcoin. This is how it's going to affect their business. This is how they're going to use it for their business, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. I think this is a good first step. We have to wait to see what the next 45 days are going to bring.
It's the closest thing U.S. investors have to a pure play Bitcoin ETF for now, because an ETF means that when you invest into an ETF, you're basically investing into something that's saying, hey, we invest in Bitcoin and anything else in here. So you put your money in here, we'll take care of it for you. So basically this is like, these companies look to be investing in Bitcoin. So you're investing into these companies that are going to be using Bitcoin. So you're like one or two things away from Bitcoin.
Right.
You're not directly in front of Bitcoin, you're not the company in front of Bitcoin, and you're like one away. So you're like, these people are going to be investing and overseeing these companies use Bitcoin and how they use it for their business, how they use it for their profits and everything like that. Mining, lending, transacting, holding assets in Bitcoin, etc. So they're going to be able to see how it works, and then and then eventually when the ETF comes down, they're probably going to have an idea of how to maneuver and play.
So ETFs basically, and correct me if I'm wrong, John, but ETFs are basically like you go to an asset manager group or something, right? And you're like, hey, I need something to diverse my portfolio. I want to put, you know, I don't want something with a lot of risk. So they give you like 3 different plans. Like, all right, this one's less risky, this one's super risky, and then this one is the most riskiest. And it has a bunch of different cryptos in here, a bunch of different in here, and then a bunch of different in here.
It just makes it easier for these billionaires to invest without having to do research. That's all it is.
Or having to use wallet to wallet.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about researching. They just, and now they're going to be able to look at companies' success rates of investing in Bitcoin. And then right here, it says that speculation is rampant that the SEC is on the verge of approving its first pure play Bitcoin ETF. So a pure play ETF is straight up, they're investing in that ETF that's that's literally hands-on in their Bitcoin, rather than a company that's using Bitcoin. So you get what I'm saying? So it's coming. Once that comes, that's going to bump the price of a Bitcoin like crazy.
100%.
Crazy.
100%. And I feel like MicroStrategy is going to be like the one to go
MicroStrategy is like literally buying Bitcoin like a regular, like I don't know how they're doing it, but they're not using ETFs or anything. I don't know. They're using.
I think they're using the debt.
No, they're using their debt. They use their debt, but I'm saying like they're buying it in like a wallet or something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they're doing it, but you know they're buying it. I mean, El Salvador now is officially minting it. Not minting it. I'm sorry. Mining it. Sorry. They're mining it, and they're doing a pretty good job, man. 50% of El Salvador is now Bitcoining, which basically means El Salvador is making history as the first country in the world where 50% of its population has a Bitcoin
See, this
wallet.
is what's gonna happen to us. The whole world's gonna be using a wallet that's gonna come from your bank. The bank is gonna create one for you. The people. I already got my wallets. I got everything. You know what I'm saying? But the sheep that are into crypto now, they're gonna get these wallets given to them. Here you go. Chase comes up with a new digital wallet. This is where your digital wallet's gonna go with the new amazing blockchain technology.
Yeah.
The way that you used to see money is changed. No more going into the bank to deposit cash. Your money is there for you and verified instantly.
Yeah.
And the only people are gonna be using it. Oh, it's so cool. Your dad, hey, son, look, I got a wallet. They get me a wallet. Like, Pops, I told you 2 years ago you could have bought this thing in a wallet. That wallet you got, I invest in that technology. That's why the Lambo in the front.
Exactly.
I know we just said not to buy no Lambo, but hey,
honestly, the people of El Salvador really didn't want to use Bitcoin.
Yeah,
they were afraid. They were like, man, hell no, I'm not using this.
They're all using it.
And now 50% of the population is now using it.
Because they know, like,
they
never had their money was done. Their dollar was dead.
That's their money now. So they don't really have a choice.
They're gonna have a stable coin though. They're just testing.
I think so.
It's the technology they're testing.
I think
it's
so.
the technology that they're testing. It's not the actual Bitcoin in itself. It's like they're testing the proof of work. Like, okay, does using digital currency work? Can people actually gravitate to this? Can people actually grasp this? Can people actually learn how to use this? Just like your parents using a smartphone. My dad knows how to text me and send me emojis now. He's 70 years old. My dad sends me emojis, thumbs up, smiley faces.
Yeah.
Like, I would never thought I would see that day. My sister's on Facebook posting selfies and using filters now. And she's like 40 something.
It's going to be interesting to see.
You know what I'm saying?
If
like,
Stacks,
that's what's going to happen.
If Stacks is going to actually, like, if Stacks is going to be the one to bring Bitcoin, it's, you know, smart contracts, it's dApps, things of that nature. And then who's going to actually build that digital dollar for El Salvador is going to be another.
Most likely Quant.
Interesting thing.
I'm thinking, America, right?
I'm thinking Quant too. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm thinking Quant too.
I have a feeling Quant
don't quote us on that. I feel Quant.
Quant was like, hey, go ahead and do Bitcoin first so you can see, your people can see what it's like while we go ahead and build this for you guys.
I think
because it doesn't happen overnight.
Right.
Uploading Bitcoin and letting it use as your currency can happen overnight, which technically did.
Technically, yeah.
And then instead of the mining thing, now they don't have to worry about buying it. They just make their own Bitcoin now. They're mining their own Bitcoin now. They don't have to go out and buy it anymore. They bought a bunch, but then now they're like, it's producing it for them.
Yeah. I mean, they still buy the dip though.
Yeah, they could, but I mean, theoretically, now once they get their mining up and running, why would you need to buy anymore if you're producing it yourself now?
That's true. I mean, I feel like they got their initial bag to just keep the economy running.
There's no point to buy anymore.
Now they're just, it's on autopilot almost. So
they're self-sufficient.
Yeah.
But then at that point, the stable coin, they're gonna showcase how it's working, and then eventually it's gonna tie into freaking regular digital currency, stable coins. They're central bank digital currency, and then that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, in the beginning of the show, we told you guys about the the inflation and all of that stuff.
The debt ceiling, dude.
And the debt ceiling and things of that nature. So we're starting to get into that. So institutions are buying Bitcoin rather than gold as inflation cracks up. And JP Morgan said that. And then another article came out.
Wait, hold on. It says, according to JP Morgan, this week's rally has been driven by institutional investors hedging against inflation with Bitcoin. So what I was saying in the morning, yeah,
it was
in the beginning of the episode, I was thinking, right, because we don't know. It's like, so these rich elites are moving their money from the stock market to hedge against inflation, which what CoinMarketCap teaches us is to, as the dollar is depreciating, the way you hedge against inflation is you go into assets. And throughout history, they've been going into gold and silver. Now they're putting their money into something like Bitcoin, Ethereum, into crypto.
Yeah. It's a new digital asset.
So that's why my question is, if the stock market crashes, is that what's gonna cause that parabolic bull run? Or is that gonna make it crash? I don't know. That's what we don't know. Like, I think the bull run's gonna happen whether or not the market crashes, because people are starting to get an idea, like, oh man, we got
a lot of institutions, a lot of companies, a lot of billionaires are putting their money into Bitcoin because
you can't inflate Bitcoin.
Of what Michael Saylor said about Bitcoin being basically digital real estate.
Yeah.
So before, they would take their money out of the stock market, put it into real estate, park their money there,
gold and silver,
and deal with that. But now with the housing market going freaking crazy, inflated, the stock market crazy inflated, the only thing that I feel like is not crazy inflated yet is cryptocurrency.
You can't inflate tokens that have a limited supply.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why they're moving into Bitcoin. Even Kevin O'Leary is doing it. Kevin O'Leary is like, look, I hold more Bitcoin than gold.
He was against crypto for so long.
He was
for so long.
Kevin
O'Leary has revealed that his crypto exposure has surpassed that of his gold. I think he started drooling, started realizing because crypto, it happens to everybody. Once you get a little taste of crypto and you start looking into it, your whole world opens up. Happened to most of us.
Yeah, I agree. Once you go down the rabbit hole of crypto, it's like you can't unsee it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you try and close your eyes, but you're like, you steady peeking. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, Kevin O'Leary.
Yeah, right here.
Kevin O'Leary is pretty.
He says
dope.
that
I like him.
Cryptocurrencies and gold are two different asset classes, and the controversy comparing them is unnecessary. Don't compare them. It's true. Kevin O'Leary is real that
the same.
He holds more cryptocurrency in his portfolio than gold. He adds that cryptocurrencies have given him a wide range of opportunities to invest, given the myriad of blockchains that exist today. So he's starting to realize there's more than just Bitcoin. He's starting to realize.
I wonder what he actually holds.
See how he says, I have 5% gold. They do percentages.
He said there's so many different level ones. Of course, the level 2s and the derivatives that are put at the top, Ethereum and Solana and all others.
That's what he's talking about. People are starting to figure out how blockchain works. This is how it opened my eyes. Layer 1 is Bitcoin, Ethereum. You build on top of them. Layer 2, he's talking about. There are so many different level 1s. Level 1 blockchains, Polkadot, Cosmos, Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, HBAR. Those are all like level 1. And then Cardano. And then now he's talking about level 2s. The companies and cryptos that are going to be built on top of them. And look, he says right here, the ones that are built on top of Ethereum and Solana and all the others. He's like, there's so many, and then there's gonna be ones that are built on top of the ones that are built on top of the Ethereum, and it just keeps going.
Layer 4s,
my God.
But then it's like, okay, so we have 12,000 currently in the whole entire crypto space. Out of that, we know a majority of them is gonna get wiped out, but that number will continue to rise if we continue to make more layers, right?
Exactly. That's what's gonna happen. So instead of having, right now we're scaling horizontally. So cryptos are being built horizontally and somewhat a little bit vertically. So vertically means that it's going up on that one blockchain. So Ethereum, a bunch of ERC20 cryptos are being built on top of Ethereum, and then Solana's gonna happen for Solana, Cardano as well. We're gonna see more of that rather than horizontal. So right now, horizontal is where you see all the Shiba is a horizontal. Doge, they're one and the same. They do the same thing. They do nothing. Only one of those are gonna survive. Maybe both of them will survive. I don't know, but I think only one of them will survive. Is gonna be Doge.
Right.
And then you got SafeMoon, Elongate, all the ones that come out from the side like that. You got VeChain, and then you got Morpheus. But then now Morpheus is like, hey, well, we don't just VeChain's built on top of Ethereum, I believe. And I think it is. And
I'm not sure about that.
And then I think it is. And then I'm gonna double check. But then Morpheus is blockchain agnostic, which is technically layer 0. There, it allows to work with any other crypto. Same thing with Quant. Those ones are also gonna survive for sure. but you could build on top of them. They can scale horizontally and vertically. So a lot of these cryptos right now, there's so many of them because they're growing like this. Those are all getting wiped out, and then the ones that are left are gonna just build on top of it. And now it doesn't scale vertically.
Makes sense. So I guess the crypto world will become like New York, because New York just builds up. They don't build out. You know what I'm saying?
They don't build another building right next to it.
No,
they do have that, but obviously
they build up.
Like, you don't just keep building houses to the side. You just build up.
Yeah, they build up. Like Dubai has the tallest building in the world, I think. The Burj Khalifa, I think it is. I've been there actually. It's pretty dope. I like the Burj Khalifa.
Oh yeah.
So let's move on to the tweets of the day so I can show you guys about the debt ceiling. So shout out to Endless Capital. I can't say your ad name, man, so I'm gonna just call you Frank. All right, apologize for that. So he said the debt ceiling. Go ahead.
So VeChain was on Ethereum, and then it transitioned to its own blockchain and
we
rebranded itself.
Yeah,
so it started off. It started off
as
Ethereum. It started off as on Ethereum, and then it rebranded, which is smart, very smart of them. They rebranded. They were VEN. They rebranded.
QUANT did that too, didn't it?
And then they did their yes. And then they said, oh wait, we don't want to be living on. They started figuring out. See, we don't want to be living on. We can build our own ecosystem. But it's okay having a layer 2 token. It's not bad.
Right. Yeah, it's good for them. I knew I heard that somewhere, but I was like, I don't know if that's right. But hey, at least we corrected.
That's the great thing about the internet. You just look it up.
quick.
That stuff is not just
quick fingers.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, so the debt ceiling being raised by 480 billion just to fund the government for less than 2 months. USD will be toilet paper soon, which is paper money. Crypto and physical gold may be the only way to preserve your net worth over the next decade. And
that's so
beyond.
true, man. Shout out to Nunziato Frank. Endless Capital.
I didn't even try and say that, man. I'm sorry.
Nunziato Frank. That's a cool name.
But I don't know why. I don't know why they're just raising the debt ceiling for like a month and a half, a month and 8 months, a month and 6 months. Like, why are you just going kicking it down the road?
Yeah,
because it doesn't make sense.
The amount that they have to raise it for like 6 months, a year is too much. So they gotta do it like, okay, let's do 2 months, and that allows them to print more money. That's what the debt ceiling. They're just raising the debt ceiling is just making more debt.
Yeah, that's true.
They're being raised by $480 billion just to fund the government. They're making more. It's more fake money. It's something's gonna happen. It's gonna pop. That's where we need to figure out where the money's gonna go. I think Solana's gonna blow up because you can start seeing. If you look at the news, recent Solana news, they're adding Solana into a lot of these funds and all this stuff. Karen Lee's talking about it. They think Solana is gonna be the next Ethereum, and I think it is. Cardano's gonna have it today, but it might hit like $4, $5, but I think Solana, in my prediction, is the next one that you're gonna see hit 500, 600, 700, 800, all the way to 1,000, and then people are gonna be like, oh my god, oh my god,
did you get Solana?
Yep. And QUANT too.
Yeah.
But I think right now the elites are looking at Solana because they realize, like, okay, Ethereum did that, but Solana's at this price and can do that, so why not get some Solana?
Do you think Solana will come out with something that's going to bridge it between it and Ethereum? Because like right now it doesn't have anything.
Should.
So
it would be wise.
Yeah, that would be pretty dope.
Hey, you guys working together will make you more money.
Maybe if it works with Polkadot, it could, or maybe even Chainlink too. It could be interoperable with Ethereum because Polkadot already works with Ethereum. So
I think I'm gonna get a couple Solana, dude.
It's gonna be interesting. I think I'm
gonna get some Solana.
I think so too. All right, moving on, guys. To Green Pill. Shout out to Green Pill 33 with the hat, double hat.
That's a cool emoji. I love that emoji.
I like those hats. Take the green pill.
Love it.
He skipped the red. He skipped the blue. He said, take the green pill.
All right, he likes Zilliqa.
I see you. He says, people messaging me worrying about the bear market. I don't think this coming bear market will last as long as the last one. I don't think it will keep every single crypto down. I think the passive income cryptos and some blue chip cryptos will be outliers.
Flow,
not financial advice.
Flow, Solana, Cosmos, Algo, Ethereum, QUANT, VXV, Lines Block. Those are all blue chip. But to me though, true blue chip, Flow, Solana. Right now, I don't know why. I just feel like those two are like true blue chip that are gonna keep going regardless where the market's up or down. Because Flow's market is with what? Sports.
Yeah, Dapper Labs
Sports,
and all of them. and all the NFTs.
Sports is a
going with
multi-billion-dollar business.
Facts.
Billions. They didn't even keep the thing down during the pandemic. They kept it going during the pandemic.
that. Yeah.
No fans. It's gonna keep going.
Virtual fans.
It's proof. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop it.
Can stop it. We
Nothing
all
can stop
the way
sports.
up.
Flow doesn't care about what banks are doing. Flow doesn't care about the government's doing. Flow, what's sports doing?
Right.
UFC, NFC,
I agree.
NFC, which is part of that. UFC, NFL, NBA, Google. Flow is gonna be there.
Next is MLB.
I think Flow is gonna be there long term. Nothing's gonna happen. There's no bad news that can stop it unless LeBron James retired and then the NBA shut down or something. Some weird. It's not gonna. It sounds stupid to even think about it. The NBA is gonna keep going. There's new players, new NFL,
new draft classes.
It's not even. You know what I mean? Flow is gonna keep going over the years, and then Solana is just getting started. Solana is just getting started. I'm not even gonna rant about that.
I would say
Solana's just getting started.
I would say Flow for one. I would say Flow. I would say Polkadot. But
Polkadot hasn't had its moment in the sun yet.
It hasn't
to where
had
you
its
can
run-up
see
yet.
the potential of what it can do yet. We don't know. That's why I can't put it in blue chip yet. It has potential to do.
It is interoperable. So
it has potential.
A lot of companies need interoperability. That's where they're moving to. They can't be singular anymore.
It needs to
be able to
prove
run
itself.
everywhere.
It needs to prove itself. Solana's already proven itself. Went from $30, $13 to over $200. It's done what it needs to do to prove that. Oh yeah, it worked. It had a little bit of a shutdown, but that's good to have it now. Solana's clear for takeoff.
Plus,
Flow is clear for takeoff.
Plus, another reason why I think Polkadot will go good is because it deals with security as well, and there's a lot of people that need security. So, and it's interoperable. I don't know.
That's the thing. I don't know how long you have to hold Solana, Polkadot though. We don't know how long you have to hold it.
Not sure, but I'm really bullish on Polkadot, man. I really like it. I really do. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased, but maybe I'm doing the Dante because he was biased on QUANT. We were talking about XRP, but I'm gonna hold it. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, you hold it. That's good. It needs to have its moment. Okay, cool. On the list right now, it's potential to be on the list. Solana's already made a lot of people money. Flow's probably made a lot of people money.
Facts.
And then you can just hold it for years and then see it just continue to go regardless of how the world is going.
Yeah. Now we had
good too.
We had to talk about VXV, dog. We had to sprinkle some little
I love that
VXV in.
I love that movie.
VXV, Quant King. This is the way, ETH. Now, by the time KuCoin's listing is announced, VXV will jump straight to $20 to $30.
Bold.
Easy.
Bold.
I see VXV well over 100.
End of the year.
I can't.
And my bets on VXV.
The algorithm things.
Algorithm?
Not algorithm. You know what I mean? What are they called?
Damn, now you got me.
Acronyms?
Yeah.
They're acronyms, right? Yeah.
Should be.
Acronyms. Algorithms.
Yeah, it's early.
It is pretty early. John said, and my bets are on VXV being 4 digits by 2025.
Abbreviations too.
Oh, abbreviations too. God dang it. Okay, so a lot of people are saying it's going to be 4 digits by 2025. And I would agree with them, but I will also add that I feel like it needs to be fully adopted before it does. What do you think about that? Do you think it needs to be fully adopted, or you think it will hit 4 digits before it becomes
tokenomics will get it there because of the buybacks and then the supply?
Mm-hmm.
So this thing can be 5 digits realistically.
Before it gets fully adopted?
No, after adoption.
Oh, okay.
But I think it get 800, 700 by 2025. Yeah, at least 500. I don't know about 4 digits. Maybe 4 digits. Maybe.
I just okay. So
that's too far.
Even
right now. I don't want to.
Right, but people love to hear about price prediction. Where you think it could go? A lot of people say QUANT can be $10,000, but I don't think QUANT will be $10,000 unless regulation happens, or they're actually being fully implemented. Countries are actually using them for digital dollars and things of that nature. That's just what I think, man. I don't have a crystal ball. I could just be talking bull crap. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what I think. It just logically, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Logically, crypto logic. You know what I'm saying?
I think my prediction is that VXV hits $50, $55, but maybe not 100, but maybe $50. But then it's gonna go as an all-time high, and then consolidate around 20 or 30 bucks.
In the
That's
bear
just me being
market?
conservative. No, just in the next few months.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, could be. We don't know. Could be.
Hey, episode 104. So I gotta remember that if it does happen, boom, I'm gonna pull that everywhere.
Manifestation at its finest. All right, let's move on to market gainers and losers. Let me go ahead and refresh real quick. Go ahead and hit that 24 hours. Who we got at the top? Ooh, Veracity.
Dang, I was hoping it would be Morpheus because Morpheus was at hit 480 last night.
Veracity
Like 2 in
is
the morning.
going absolutely crazy right now. 35% on the day, almost 70% on the week. Sheesh. If you guys love gaming industry, Veracity is definitely one to take a look at. I'm not saying buy it right now. It's going parabolic. Don't do that. But if you like the gaming industry, man, Engine, Veracity, there's a lot, man. Gala. Got to pay attention to the gaming industry, bro. Flow has to do with sports. Multi-billion-dollar industry. Gaming, multi-billion-dollar industry. Can't go wrong with that. Next one's probably going to be security. Can't go wrong with that. A lot of people like Happy. I don't know about Happy. I haven't looked into Happy, but a lot of people say Happy is one to look at. So I don't know. Maybe you heard of it. Maybe you haven't. Do some research. Find out what it is. Go from there. All right. Harmony won in the second spot. You know, that was one that I've been holding for a little bit. It's nice to see that it's going up about 33%.
All your
on
little
the day.
cryptos are blowing
They
up.
blowing
Yeah,
up,
look at
man.
Morpheus.
It's blowing up.
Morpheus.
Morpheus is blowing up.
Morpheus.
Now, this is a call John, I'm not going to say we. John found this token, and you know, we shared all of our research and understanding and how we did research in the Discord. So, hey, it doesn't happen all the time. We don't always pick, you know, tokens and things of that nature, but when it does, it happens sporadically, and boom, there you go. You could potentially make some money. We found it at what, $1.60?
Yes, join the Discord.
$1.60. It's at almost $5 right now.
It hit 480 last night.
It's almost at $5 right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if you had put your rent in, which I advise you not to do, but if you had put your rent in, you would have made amount of rent for the next 2 months. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or your car payment.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I know, don't do that. I'm just kidding.
Don't do
Don't
that.
do that.
Not smart. Never invest money you need right back, and never invest money that you're not prepared to lose. All right?
All financial advice. Just kidding.
Elron is
I'm just
trying
kidding.
to climb back up to that $300 range, man. Engine is another gaming token that's going to hit $2.
Quant is such a beast. Quant like gives you like a door. It opens the door and it goes, hey. It's like this guy I'm watching right now. he's like, I'm just kidding. Look at this guy. If you guys can see what I'm watching right now, you guys would laugh.
Oh, man, that's funny. Stacks we talked about earlier in the show. It's sitting at $1.45. Quant's up
Quant hits
above
like
$300.
Quant goes
again.
under $300. Like, come on in. Oh, nope. Closes the door.
Hits your foot on the way in.
It's like you gotta sneak in. It's like you gotta sneak in. And Quant like leaves the door open for like $285, $250. Oh, nope. $300.
Yeah, Quant back up above $300, man. Good to see it. Algorand is heading back
Dang,
towards that $2
it was at
range.
160, 180 or something like that. the other day.
Yesterday, yep. Or the other day, yeah. Yeah, Algorand. I really like Algorand, man. I keep saying it. I say it every episode, but I really do like Algorand. I really, really do enjoy it. Now, CRO is doing a good thing as well. You know, it's heading towards that, you know, all-time high, 24 cents if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, good for CRO. Alliance Block is trying to get back to that $1. You know, if you guys have not gone into Alliance Block, it's literally everywhere. I mean, you can't go on Twitter, you can't go on TikTok without seeing Alliance Block. And, you know, at 79 cents, it seems kind of high, but in hindsight, you know, I think
We have a lot of cryptos on our watch list.
We do. HBAR as well, trying to get to that 40 cents.
HBAR is beautiful, dollar cost averaging type of crypto. You just keep buying it, keep buying it, keep buying it, keep buying
Now,
it.
Gala Games has been fluctuating between 9 cents and 10 cents. So, you know, Gala Games is another gaming industry one. So, you know, they actually have games built on the Gala blockchain, if I'm not mistaken.
VChains. I don't like VChain anymore.
VChain has been
I'm over VChain.
I told you guys, VChain consolidates for weeks. 9 cents?
Not weeks.
Week. 10 cents?
Months.
Week. 11 cents? Week.
Like,
It's been a week.
The thing about VChain, I don't like how it consolidates like that, and it's like the supply is too high for it to me. It's just,
It's one of
that's
those
why
things,
I always
man.
had a feeling about it, and then I was like, I like VChain, I like what it can do, and then this is what I was saying with the discussion. I'll tell you, crypto like Morpheus comes out, better supply, better tokenomics, does the same thing, but then it's blockchain agnostic and work with any other crypto, and it's like, wow, But it doesn't make sense. The VeChain, like, cool. I mean, if you bet in under $1, great. But then now it's like, why would I keep putting money into it? And if this other crypto here does the same thing but better, and can use VeChain, and that the tokenomics are 10 times better, it's just from an investment standpoint, it just makes VeChain look like it makes VeChain look bad, in my opinion. And I could be wrong. I could be proven wrong.
Yeah.
Obviously, right? I don't know, but that's just me looking at it.
But that's why you don't marry tokens. We say it all the time. Don't marry tokens, you know what I'm saying? And John is correct, you know? It could happen. Somebody could see VeChain and be like, we love what it does, but let's make it better.
Yeah.
This is what it doesn't do,
and
let's do it.
And the thing about them that's amazing is that they're not even trying to beat VeChain. They say, oh, we'll work with you, which the VeChain is. Right. They're blockchain agnostic. Hey, we're not trying to crush you out. We can use your whatever you want to do. You can work with us. We'll work together. That's why it's like, whoa. VeChain.
The graph, a lot of people are saying it's been bunched up or suppressed in price, is why it's staying down as much as it is. But, you know, I don't know. We'll see. Talked about Bitcoin already. XRP. Vectorspace is climbing back up. You know, as we shown yesterday, it was at the bottom. It's sitting at about $10. A lot of people were freaking out, but you know, it's going back up, guys. It's going back up. Don't trip out on VXV, especially if you know really what it does. You know what I'm saying? Not if you FOMO'd in, you might be freaking out, but if you really did your research and know exactly what VXV is and what it potentially could do for the future, you're not worried about a $10 vector space. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Flow moved. What's Flow at? No. Flow was at $19 yesterday. Yeah, Flow was at $19 yesterday. XLM is going up as well. XYO has been taking a dip lately. You know, if you really enjoy XYO, you know, it's basically like a big tracking system that I feel like Amazon could potentially use. They're not partnered with them right now, but I feel like this would be a crypto that Amazon could utilize, because it basically allows for you to like bounce off of, you know, like say, you know how when you go on Amazon, right, and it'll tell you like, oh, you're 5 stops away or whatever. With XYO, it will tell you exactly like what street they're on, where they stop, things of that nature. So, you know, if you like that technology, then, you know, you'll like XYO. So if you want to get into it, haven't gotten to it yet, it might be a good time. It's down 15% on the week. So it might be a good opportunity. Cosmos is one John's looking at. I think I like Cosmos. I really like their logo though, to be honest with you. Yeah. But then once you really dive deep in what it does, then, you know, you'll like the project for what it is. DAG hasn't really recovered since you know, it last took a dip, but you know, DAG is one of those things that's before its time. You know, I feel like it's a super long-term hold, and I mean, I still think that we're gonna go parabolic with DAG. I just don't know how high, you know, or when.
Its technology is ahead of its time right now.
It's just ahead of its time. I mean, we said it yesterday. We'll say it again. We'll probably continue to say it, but it's really before its time, guys. But I'm still very bullish on DAG. I like DAG. Yep. It's just before its time, you know. XDC is another one that I'm looking at too, that has to do with the finance industry. So you guys already know finance industry is pretty big as well. So it's always good to look at, you know, tokens that have to deal with finance. LTX is another one that's built on top of DAG. So it is built on top of DAG, right? I'm not saying, yeah. So LTX is built on top of DAG. So, you know, there's that. And then LCX is an exchange that's already regulated. And that's, I love it. 20% on the week.
I love it so much.
Down 8% on the day. So
I love it so much.
It's not bad, guys. It's a pretty
I was getting
cool
anxiety.
show.
I was getting anxiety.
Why? For LTX?
No, because I was like, oh, in the beginning, I was like, oh, it was like a 40-minute episode. And then we were like, dang, we're getting so long. And I was getting anxiety. I was like, oh, we're talking too much. Oh.
Well, no, man, I feel like it's Friday, you know.
And we were just like sitting here like, oh, no, we're ranting. Oh, no. I was like, we got to get under 50 minutes. I was trying to get under 50 minutes, and now we're like about an hour.
Yeah, we're going to hit an hour.
And I was like, oh, and I was like, Mike, shut up. Just kidding.
I think it's the glasses, man. It's giving me some juice. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, guys, we really appreciate you guys. Honestly, I know we say it a lot, but you know, we really appreciate you guys tuning in every single day, watching the videos. You know, for however long you guys watch them, using the timestamps. You know, it's just really a humbling feeling to know that people actually mess with your content. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear what we have to say, and I think that's really.
I hope so. I hope you guys like
I think
what
it's really
we're saying.
I think it's really
And
cool.
if you guys are watching us and stuff, and to this ending point, this whole hour, it's amazing. You guys are amazing people. And you guys have great attention span.
Yeah.
Because most people don't make it past this type of stuff unless they're watching something like, you know, a Marvel movie or Squid Games or something on Netflix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to watch two guys on YouTube talk crypto, and just to get a different perspective, because maybe your friends don't talk about it like you, or have the same passion as you,
Right.
or they're just not invested into learning it as much as you are. So it feels like you're like kind of like dragging your feet, trying to talk to them and get them into understanding what you're thinking.
Yep.
And to be able to hear two people like that are in this space just like you, documenting their journey, and then you have a place to then, you know, what is that word, where you like have crazy thoughts, but then validate what you're thinking, or make you go, whoa, these guys are wrong, you know. And because we're not always right, we're not always wrong. Like, it's just, it is what it is. This is our opinion. That's the thing about having open dialogue. So
Right.
it just validates how crazy you think you are or how sane you think you are, right? And I think at this point, everyone in crypto they think all of us are crazy. So I like it that way.
But I feel like
Stay away
like
from,
our
you know?
channel is having the hard conversations, man. We're having the ones that a lot of people want to say, but just feel like it's like FUD, or they can't really actually say it.
Or a lot of people say things to keep their hype up on their show.
Right.
So it's always positive. Ours is just whatever it is what it is. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, it is what it is. We don't keep it up hype. Oh, we find the hype news, only good news. Like, yo, we find some crazy news that's like, yo, this is what's coming. We just preparing people for what's coming.
Exactly.
And that's massive worldwide adoption of crypto. Not even the sense of crypto as in like, oh, they're buying tokens. No, it's the fact that we're going to be heading into a digital economy. Everyone's going to be using digital wallets. Everyone's going to be using the blockchain technology to buy cars, buy real estate, vote.
Yep.
Your doctor appointments, your medical history,
all that,
your medicine, everything is going to be on a blockchain.
Travel.
NFTs, buying music, going to concerts, buying merch, everything you can think of. And I'm ranting now, but follow us on all our socials.
Well, I mean, I know a lot of people don't just want to listen to us, and that's totally fine. So if you don't want to do that, join us in the public Discord, man, where there's tons of people that you can have
over like
conversations
220
with.
now.
Yeah,
220 or something now.
Tons of conversations with different people, like-minded people. It's a good time, man. People really enjoy our public Discord.
I remember when we first started, Albert Wright and Rhodes. Those only two guys in there. And we got a couple other people. I can't think of their names. I'm sorry, but they're in there. And they're just talking to us. There's like 4 people in there. And now it's like over 200.
Now it's over 200. So, hey, guys, it's free. You know, just you might as well, if you want to be a part of crypto, you want to be a part of a pretty cool community, you know, in our eyes, go ahead and join us on our public Discord. Follow us on our socials, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. We try and give as much value as possible on all of our platforms, including our YouTube channel. So that's why you should subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. And then like the video, man, because it does help it helps us with the algorithm. And it's free. It takes like 2 seconds. Just go ahead, click it right now. Just pop. All right.
And follow us everywhere.
Follow us everywhere. We'll see you guys on Monday. Take care.